Reality TV and patient privacy, two things that don't always mix well. Today, we're diving into my 600-pound life and asking a big question. Has the show ever violated HIPAA? The short answer, it's complicated. The long answer, stick around.
Thank you, nurse.
First, let's talk about HIPAA, also known as the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. It's a U.S. law that protects patients' private medical information from being disclosed without their consent. Healthcare providers, insurance companies, and even business associates handling medical data have to follow strict rules. If they don't, that's a violation, and the penalties can be steep.
Thank you, nurse.
So how does my 600-pound life avoid violating HIPAA? Simple. Patient consent. Every cast member signs contracts allowing their medical journey to be filmed and aired. But here's the tricky part. HIPAA violations don't just come from unauthorized disclosure. They can also come from improper handling of sensitive medical data.
Thank you, nurse.
Now let's look at some of the moments where my 600-pound life may have walked a fine line or crossed it. Filming a reality television show in the hospital where Dr. Now performs his surgeries and procedures, or in his clinic, is risky because if other patients' medical information appears on camera, including names on charts or conversations overheard, that is a potential HIPAA violation. Hospitals have to ensure patient privacy, and while reality TV cameras and film crews can make that difficult, patient privacy takes priority. In some episodes, background patients have been seen in waiting rooms, and clips have been taken from behind the hospital desk. These clips could be a HIPAA breach with one production slip-up, causing identities and other patient identifiers to be shown on camera instead of blurred out totally and completely. Doctor-patient conversations in unsecured areas is risky as well, because HIPAA requires medical information to be discussed privately. If Dr. Now or other medical staff are seen discussing a patient's health in open public areas, that could be extremely problematic. In many scenes throughout the show, doctors and nurses can be seen talking with patients in open public areas or without closing the door behind them when they come into the patient's room. Having former patients and cast members speak out about their treatment is risky because while patients can discuss their own experiences freely, if doctors or medical staff ever disclose additional details without patient consent, that is a violation of HIPAA. Some former patients, like the late L.B. Bonner's family, have raised concerns about their treatment on the show. If any private medical details were shared without proper authorization, it could be a legal issue. Last but not least, production having access to cast member medical records is a risky endeavor as well. If the production team gains access to medical records or footage of medical charts without proper safeguards, that could be a HIPAA violation, especially considering the production team may not have been granted access to these documents by the patient. There have been a number of lawsuits against the show that have alleged mismanagement of medical records.
Thank you, nurse.
So have there been actual lawsuits over privacy violations? While most legal cases involving my 600-pound life focus on patient mistreatment and contractual disputes, some have hinted at potential HIPAA concerns. Former cast members have accused the show of exploiting their conditions without full transparency. However, because they signed detailed contracts, proving a HIPAA violation is tricky. James L.B. Bonner appeared on Season 6 of My 600-Pound Life, starting his weight loss journey at 642 pounds and successfully reducing his weight to 326 pounds. Despite his progress, Bonner faced significant physical and mental health challenges post-surgery, including dental issues, vision impairment, and general malaise. His family alleged that the show's production company, Megalomedia, failed to provide adequate support during this period. The lawsuit also claimed that Bonner experienced undue pressure from producers, such as being compelled to shave his beard and reenact scenes for filming purposes. Financial stress was another concern, as Megalomedia allegedly did not cover all his medical expenses, leading to debt collectors contacting Bonner and negatively affecting his credit. Despite expressing his struggles to a production assistant, he was reportedly advised to fake it till you make it. These combined factors, according to his family, contributed to Bonner's deteriorating mental health and eventual death by suicide in August 2018 at the age of 30. In early 2020, Bonner's family filed a lawsuit against Megalomedia, alleging negligence and inadequate support. This case was among several lawsuits filed against the production company by former participants or their families. However, by April 14, 2022, all 10 lawsuits, including Bonner's, were dismissed by the 13th Appellate Court of Texas. Dr. Now was sued for medical malpractice after allegedly leaving a stainless steel connector and tubing inside a patient during surgery. The lawsuit, filed on September 7, 2017, claimed that after undergoing a gastric band removal and hernia repair in 2015, the patient experienced severe abdominal pain. A CT scan later revealed the foreign object in her abdominal cavity. The plaintiff accused Dr. Now of negligence for failing to remove all components of the gastric band system, leading to complications that required additional surgery. She sought damages between $200,000 and $1 million. Dr. Now has denied the allegations, and the case remained active at the time of this In Touch article, published March 2018. Gina Krasley, known for her appearance on Season 8, filed a lawsuit against the show's production company in February 2020, alleging negligence and a breach of duty of care. Her claims included inadequate mental health support and being pressured to overeat on camera to fit a specific narrative. Despite facing criticism for her limited weight loss during the show, Gina achieved a personal milestone by losing over 200 pounds in early 2021. Tragically, she passed away at the age of 30 in August 2021. Jean Covey, featured in Season 7, filed a lawsuit against Megalomedia alleging that she and her mother, Barbara Falaw, were compelled to continue filming after the death of Jean's father, despite their requests to stop. The lawsuit also claims that producers manipulated the narrative by pressuring Jean to consume excessive food on camera to depict her as non-compliant with her diet. Additionally, Barbara underwent hernia surgery during filming, with Megalomedia allegedly agreeing to cover the costs in exchange for additional participation. However, she later received a bill for approximately $70,000, suggesting the company reneged on its promise.
Thank you, nurse.
So, is my 600-pound life violating HIPAA? Not necessarily, but they're definitely operating in a gray area. The show's producers take steps to protect themselves, mainly by securing patient consent. But does that mean every medical reality show gets it right? Not always. The lesson here? If you ever find yourself on a medical reality show, read the fine print. What do you think? Have you noticed any moments where the show crossed the line? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you like this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of media and privacy. See you next time.
Thank you, nurse.